Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing today? I see that we have Missouri in the house, and I apologize. I am a little bit late. Not that I try to be, but they always say family comes first, and I try to abide by that. So, as people come in, we are going to say hi to people, and then we are going to launch into this. Um, Give me a second. I will send Jason an email real quick. And then we will pop over and how are we doing from Tennessee? Sam, are you wanting to jump on tonight, or or you want to just message me when would work for you? It looks like we have Missouri, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Piedmont, Oklahoma. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody's starting to come in. Yeah, hopefully everybody did have a great day. So, um, yeah, it will be absolutely awesome. And we have Missouri, so welcome. Southern California, SoCal, sweet. Um, Friday night, if you want to do it tomorrow night, that works. So, um, just shoot me a message with your email so I can send you the link to join in. How are we doing today, Jason?
Good. Check your messages. I want you to see something and then you can have some fun with that. Not text.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, good evening, South Dakota, Washington. Yeah, no, I have to say, Sam, I have to send you a email. So when you're ready, just send me your email address, and then I will send it, and we'll make it happen when you're ready to do that. Oh, it's only two. Wow, I am
What
way
do you
low.
think today was?
I thought today was Wednesday because my wife told me that my son only had one more day of school. I'm just like completely. I'm just like completely befuddled. So here I'm thinking it's Thursday. So yeah, when it comes to it, whatever. Just send me your email and I'll send you a link. So what do you have on your mind, Jason?
Oh, sleep?
Well, I know you had a lot of stuff coming up or that you're working on. So
Yeah, we got some good fun stuff coming up. I'll let you get into it. I'll give you that right.
which one?
Either one of them.
Oh, man, now you're making me think. And you know how much I like
either
cooking.
either of the two gentlemen that I've been speaking to, you can bring that up if you'd like. I've had some good conversations and
Yeah.
emails and no, not booms. New
Um,
things for you guys to look at and laugh about and be surprised with.
oh, are you talking about conservative ant?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, guys, as everybody knows, we are trying to extend our lineup so we can do a little bit longer broadcasts where we can have a little bit of fun because trust me, my deadpan voice and my humor sometimes misses the mark. So sometimes misses the mark by about a mile. But Yeah. Anyway, so conservative Ant, yeah, he's kind of a flamboyant kind of fella.
Yeah,
He's
we'll go with
he's gonna
flamboyant.
yeah, so he's going to be joining us one of these nights, and
We'll let you guys know ahead of time, though.
yeah, he's a little humorous. Actually, he's a lot humorous,
Yeah,
but yeah. And then have you heard from the other gentleman?
I have.
And what did he have to say?
He is working on a break time that we can possibly do like a midday type thing or an early evening type thing.
Okay, yeah, just as so. The gentleman we're talking about is Richard Citizen. So anybody who follows Richard Citizen knows that we're actively going and trying to interview and bring more people and more content to our stream. So, guys, we have a bunch of people that we're talking to. We're trying to expand it a little bit more. So it's very fun for you guys because honesty and hard hitting is a lot better than just trying to have just straight deadpan all the time.
So yeah, we're definitely working on the both of them. If anybody's on TikTok at all, check out Conservative Ant. He has some really funny stuff with what's been going on with Biden and Trump. It's really funny stuff. Um, we're working on him, and then Richard Citizen is. I had a pretty good conversation with him today. No BS. I can show you the phone calls. A dude was as down to earth as you could ever imagine. Um, very, very cool dude. So hopefully that'll all pan out.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, we're always interested in, especially conservative, bringing in conservative people. And if you if you want me to debate your favorite liberal, let me know because if they agree to it, I will bring them on the show, and I will debate a liberal and just have some fun. Has anybody seen Weekend at Biden's? No, I heard about Weekend at Bernie's, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
AOC versus no, there would be no contest there.
No.
I just hand her a vodka and she'd be done. Have I seen the terrible CGI video clip of Beijing Biden? Which one? There's a bunch of them. She was a bartender, so a vodka on ice would probably take care of her pretty quickly.
Or gin.
Or gin, yeah, something nice and mild.
Yeah. Anything that's clear, I think.
Yeah, but guys, I am one of those guys who, if I know ahead of time, I'll study and I'll prepare, and then we'll just have some fun. So, yeah, if somebody has a liberal that they want to me to debate with, go for it because I think that would make for an hour of very entertaining TV. What do you think?
It would it would be fun. It would be definitely fun.
I mean, it would. I don't think it would be too much of a contest there. Um,
I don't think it's necessarily a matter of a contest as much as it is the discussions that would come up and the interesting ideas and thoughts from both sides. If tempers can remain calm, I think that to be able to hear it from both sides and allow everyone to hear it. And could you imagine if you were to flip a liberal,
A liberal.
yeah, on live?
Yeah, and I mean, to sit there and debate a liberal using facts and logic, it's kind of one of those things that logic is something that most liberals do not carry the capacity for. So,
No, no, but it would be interesting.
yeah, I think it'd be fun. Um, Having an open mind goes a long way. It's absolutely you know for me, I'm one of those guys that I don't really care if you're liberal, if you're a Trump supporter. I don't care. I'll talk to you, and I'll sit down and have an open, honest conversation, and basically just say, hey, here's the thing. I'll shake your hand, tell you what I think, and walk away, and not even give you an open or not even give you an opening because guess what? Giving people an opening doesn't really there's no justice that's served when you're debating somebody. If you give them an opening, boom, they got you. So
Right.
Trevor Noah, yeah, I would love to have Trevor Noah show up here. I would absolutely love that because I would sit there and he'd be talking about South Africa and apartheid and all that stuff, and I'd be like, "Do you know what century you live in?" And he would say, "The 21st." Be like, yeah, Jason, it's been a pleasure. I know you have to go, so have fun. Do what you need to do.
Guys, I'm sorry I have to jump off of this. I have something I've got to get done for the house. Shane's got you guys well more than taken care of. I will see everybody tomorrow, either AM or PM. So have a great night.
Yeah, guys, we want to provide interesting content that will help grow the channel because, quite honestly, growing the channel is by and large the goal that we want to accomplish. Um, so yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm currently looking at doing. We are I'm currently talking about trying to get like Sarah Sanders and some of those higher falutin people, trying to get them on. So if we can do it, we can pull the punches. We can actually have some good and open, honest debates. So I think it's important, especially if you guys have expertises and stuff that you guys want to share with the people, and you want to come on and discuss them. Go for it. I know we have financial advisors, we have nurses, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have different people from all stripes of life that are on here that are open to sharing their knowledge. So um, right now, that is actually a very hard thing to do right now. So we will see what we can do. So yep. As the channel grows, then I guess there's a greater possibility, but it's definitely a pipe dream for now until I can hit over 1 million followers. I wouldn't even stand a chance. So, but yep, just one step at a time, foot in front of the other. So, um, anyways, everybody was all excited about the Trump thing, and some people were asking, well, why does he push the vaccine? Um, I'm gonna see if I can find the picture that I posted to Facebook a very perilous, and then in fact, I don't need that on. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try to pull up the picture that I shared, or I'm gonna see if I can find it. But I shared a picture once a long time ago that showed Vice President Pence. I know everybody really likes the man and all. I'm just right now I'm sitting at about 160 and 190. 160 on YouTube and 190 on TikTok. So, or not TikTok, but over on Twitch. So I'm trying to see if I can find that picture because it's really quite a telling story when you go in real close and you see that even the vice president, they tried to say that he got the shot and he didn't. The orange cap was still on. So yeah, if I can find it, I will put it up there for everybody. Um, yeah, we're if I can. I'm just I'm gonna look for a few more or through a few more pictures that I have, and if I can't find it, I will abandon the search for now. So yeah, I'm not seeing it, but yeah, in all honesty, guys, most of your public officials, they when they get a shot, there's still a cap on it, or it's a saline solution that's given to them. Because especially when it's an experimental, they will not give a public official an experimental. It's way too dangerous to do so. So, do I believe that Trump got it? I think he believes that he got it. I believe that he believes that Melania got it, but I don't know for a fact that they did. I don't believe they did, but they may believe that they did, and that's all that counts. When you have public officials that believe they got it, whether it's a saline injection or not, it sells to the American people. And most people who don't use critical thinking look at it and they're like, "Oh, well, they got it," or, "Well, I believe they did. Did they not?" A lot of that stuff is really interesting, to say the least, because a lot of people don't. Okay, okay, somebody. You know what? I am I am actually really thankful that people, you guys are seeing that I'm struggling and you are jumping in to help out. So we are going to share the screen and I am going to zoom in real close. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. But let's see if I can zoom in. So Sam the barber, I know you've probably um, I know you're a nurse. You've probably given plenty of injections. Do you see injections being given with caps still on? I'm just curious. So the cap is not on it, or is it? I'm guys, I'm trying to. Okay, I know there's some pictures where there's a cap and there's some that are not. So yeah, I get. I'm sorry I get distracted, but I will do better. I apologize. Let's see if we can blow up a little bit more. So there we go. Oh, it's still not. Yeah. Yeah, there's some pictures that show that it's a orange cap, and it just depends on which official it is. I mean, there's pictures of Harris and a whole bunch of other people, so getting it. So I just yeah, that's guys. It's only been a few years since I've been out, only like close to 10. So I apologize if I'm not up to date on all the different needles. So yeah, I have seen. I got that message too. So yeah, that does look like what it is. So thanks for clearing that up. I know some pictures are showing people not getting stuff, but still, like you said earlier, if yeah, there's a there's a placebo group in most trials. Actually, all trials, there's a placebo group. So yeah. So, but it is a still. There's nothing to say there's anything in this syringe in the first place. Correct. But guys, again, we we're looking at still pictures, and we knowing how the government works. There's always I've seen more shots administered, and a lot of them are saline placebos, especially to the high-ranking government officials. So yeah, slide guard is retractable. I actually pulled up an image of it while people were seeing one picture. I pulled up the other image. So, but yeah. Anyways, so sometimes you get corrected, and I own up to it. Why is Trump? Well, if you were given a shot, and I'm going to pose this as a speculation because I do believe this is what happened. So I am hearing, and this is just pure speculation, but if you were to get a shot and you wanted somebody to believe that it was safe, it, or if you were told that it was safe, but you got a saline shot, you're not going to have the side effects. You're not going to have any of the problems. So, of course, right away you're like, man, it worked. It's good. So you go out there and you start getting those numbers of people who believe in it up. And it's a good selling. It's a good way to sell. Well, if you look at the adverse side, then you look at people who are getting it. These campaigns have been going on for decades. I mean, they had a campaign like that for polio. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. When you want to pipe or when you want to hype something, you give the people that you know are going to go ahead and say, "Yeah, it's safe." You're going to give them the saline placebo, and you're just gonna they're going to believe that they got the vaccine, even if they didn't. So they're going to go out there and propaganda. There's going to be propaganda, but somewhere there's a list of people who have gotten the placebo, and I am working to find that list. And if my theory is correct, both Trump and Pence, both of them and their wives, are both on that list. So so another country stopped the AstraZeneca vaccine today. Yep. There's a lot of countries that are actually suspending all vaccinations because they're not convinced that it is working. Sam the barber, you're young and asleep. I hope you're on it. Um, there's I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are on it that shouldn't be on it. So good evening, South Carolina. But I'm not going to speculate in regards to what Trump has heard and what he has not heard. I think if somebody was to present all the information, or if somebody was allowed to get close enough to him to present the actual information to him, I don't think you'd be saying that. So your youngest son told you that the vaccine is 100% effective. No, it's not. They have not proven that any vaccine is 100% effective. I don't care. I don't care if it's polio that's been studied for decades. I don't care if it's, yeah, pretty much all vaccines. There's not a single vaccine out there that is 100% effective. Somebody talked about charcoal, removing it. I don't know how true it is. It's something for one of our nursing colleagues that can actually go in and vet that. That they would know where to look to see about that. So doctors and nurses will be tried for crimes against humanity, but that would be a huge amount of people. Um, you know, and I'm going to throw that up there. I just I don't see that happening because right now there's laws in place to protect doctors and nurses from criminal prosecution due to giving a shot that has been cleared by the FDA. So I don't really know how true that is. So yeah, somebody sent me a something about Biden getting it. Sorry, I'm just watching to see if it'll actually show how much fluid is in the. Yeah, it's a half a syringe full. So I heard a big rumor, take it for what it's worth, that the Trump had the military independently vet ours. Rumor is it's just a flu. Guys, that's all this is anyways. It's just a rush flu vaccine. That's it. Flu, influenza is a coronavirus. It's just that simple. So, okay. So, charcoal is useful for absorbing oral meds, but is not. I'm gonna butcher chelation drug. Yeah, it's better that I stay out of trying to use medical terminology that I don't remember. So I apologize. Chelation. Thanks for the pronunciation. But um, so it's cleared by the FDA. Yes, it received emergency authorization from the FDA. So it has not went through all the standard testing that the FDA requires in order for it to have a full approval. So yes, it is still experimental. So yes, they are going through phase 3 trials, and you, meaning everybody who gets vaccinated, are guinea pigs. Not really, guys. I don't like to joke around about that kind of stuff because it does matter to people. People are scared by this bug, but what's even scarier is the fact that the government's doing human testing on people who don't even realize they're being tested or even being a guinea pig. So I mean it's one of those things that people really need to pay attention to. So the reason they didn't make a SARS virus is because the animals got sick. That's what I heard. Um, the reason they the reason they didn't have a vaccine for the SARS virus is that nobody even really knew about the SARS virus. You had a half a dozen news articles over a period of about 6 months, and then it disappeared. But the SARS, if everybody knew what the true legal name of COVID-19 was, it's SARS-CoV-2, which is basically a different strain of the SARS virus. So, um, there is so like a Shingrix shot is given in 2 shots. You get your first dose, come back 4 weeks later, get your second dose. So that is a 2 shot process. So there are other vaccines that are out there that definitely are given in 2 shot doses. So and of course you have your tetanus shot. You get your tetanus shot when you're young, and then you get booster shots throughout your life, and hepatitis as well. So unlike the Tuskegee experiments, the actual medical staff administering the vaccine are under the absolute impression that they are giving a good and safe and effective drug. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of people. I mean, I talked to pharmacists and all that that actually are giving these vaccines, and I ask them, well, why do you give them? And yeah, they're like, because it's safe and effective. So Yeah. It's funny though, most of the medical community is taking it. Yeah, all three of your doctors. There's a lot of people that are doing it. I mean, it's kind of sad, and I don't want to disparage anybody's character, but um, anybody that knows anything in regards to genetic engineering and the ability for us to create bioweapons using viruses. People wonder why there's new strains of these bugs popping up that nobody's ever seen before. It's because we are actively experimenting on creating new viruses, creating new shimras, and there are a lot of people that it's actually happening quite a bit to. So yeah, I've heard differing stories. Which one's the best one? Do I agree with them? I don't really. I've looked at studies and I'm not seeing it either way. So if you got the flu vaccine, you should give you some immunity. Yeah, if the strain was the right strain that you got. The thing is we're gonna play a game of darts. I'm gonna have three. I'm gonna have three, and you're gonna have three, and we're gonna take turns throwing the darts against the wall and see which one sticks. Because it's really just a guessing game. Nobody knows which strain is going to pop up. Nobody knows which vaccine is going to actually work. And you have a whole bunch of people in the medical community and in the pharmaceutical industry that are relying on huge amounts of these vaccine sales in order for them to stay afloat. Who would trust Johnson and Johnson? Look at what happened to their baby powder, ovarian cancer. Yes, I agree, but I'm gonna add a stipulation on there as well. Um, so there's a lot of people who are saying, or there's a lot of products out there that we use that is known in the state of California to cause cancer, including, you guessed it, vaccines. And trust me, I've seen it. I'm gonna find it, and I'm actually gonna send it to you. But it's interesting that here there are some vaccines that you don't know what's in it unless you read the insert. You don't know what the potential side effects unless you read the insert. But what people don't realize is the insert is a contract. It reads out as a contract, just like every other thing that we get. So you everything we do in life is from transaction to transaction, whether we're at work, whether we're at the doctor, everything is considered contract basis. If you're not asking for the paperwork, they're not going to show you the paperwork, and you're going to pay whatever they want you to pay. So when you look at it, you see all the different potential side effects and everything that could potentially go wrong, and they're like, okay, you ready for your shot? Yep. Now you knowingly have lost any right to sue because you read the insert. See, when they give you what's called informed consent, if you don't actually read through, you literally threw informed consent in the garbage. Informed consent means that you can actually take you can ask them questions before you get the shot. And if they don't answer them, you can walk away and not pay for that shot because they didn't provide adequate enough answers. So, see, this is why we want you on the show, Sam. The flu vaccine should theoretically be because it's a vaccine. This is not a vaccine per the definition of vaccine on the CDC website. The description of the mRNA vaccine by the manufacturer does not meet the criteria for a vaccine. Correct. So people are seriously blinded by the media and all the crap they post. They seriously think they're doing good. My sisters both think this is a miracle drug. Well, I wish it was a miracle drug. We'll have to see what happens in the next 9 months. All your doctors told you to get it. And for me, well, I always tell people, and of course, I'm not a doctor, so I can't claim or say this is a way for you to get healthy. I will not make medical claims, but definitely take some vitamin C, zinc, and keep yourself healthy and active. There's ways of boosting your immune system, even though you have an autoimmune. So just read the swab to test up your nose was sterilized with ethylene oxide, a cancer causing agent. Yeah, there's a bunch of that stuff. So so yeah, there's so much information out there, and I know people are going to report this. They're going to watch it later and all medical misinformation. No, guys, I literally I get feedback from you guys. I read it aloud, and some of you guys are doctors, some of you are nurses, and I used to be in that field. I am no longer. I don't I don't claim to have extreme amounts of knowledge. I literally get fed information, and sometimes I might get something wrong. So, but yes, I do take aspirin every day. So, um, Jason, if you could get that for me and copy it down, we will put that in the group for everybody, or let people or put it up in the signal group, please. Yeah, vitamin D as well. Yeah, the way I look at it is with C19 being a hypercoagulator, anything that we can do to, and I'm not saying go get drunk on red wine or anything like that, just anything that we can use to reduce or actually thin our blood a little bit, it and keep it right there, our blood pressure in the normal levels and everything, we're going to have a better chance. So, so rheumatologists have you on hydroxy. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have that kind of. And what is the root cause of arthritis and all this stuff? And I know Sam, you're gonna pop in there and you're gonna tell me exactly what the root cause of all that is. And I'm sure Lori's gonna pop in and say that as well. So one of you lady or gentleman, I'm not don't want to assume gender, but inflammation is caused by oxidative stress. And what is oxidative stress? It is basically the rusting of our cells' engines, and it really starts to pick up at the age of 20 years old, I believe, and it just keeps building upon as we get older and older. So there's a little bit of research for you guys to do if you want it. If you really want to figure out how to take care of yourself, do a research into what the root causes of 90% of these sicknesses are. He said a little bit, y'all. Astron toxicity is a real thing. Yeah, there, guys. And there is somebody I know that actually had their child pass away because they took too much iron. Like their child got into an iron bottle and took over 50 iron pills, supplements, whatever they were. But yeah, passed away. So, but yeah, a lot of so it's weird because both you know what I would definitely do is jump on PubMed. If you really want to do a lot of research into the autoimmune diseases and how they start and where they start, if you look up the disease or the autoimmune disease and oxidative stress, you can see how they're correlated together. So, oh, you're back. How you doing?
I had to run to take care of a couple things. I just wanted to clear up something real quick on what you're talking about, and then I'll jump off and I'll go back over my computer. Vitamins. Anyone can take is. Oh, what did I just do here? Hold on. Okay, I'm trying this on my phone, guys. I'm sorry. I did this as fast as I could. I can't even see the chat, I don't think. So, anyway, vitamins you can take as many vitamins as your body can handle. Your system will flush out whatever it doesn't need. Okay. I've heard this, I've talked to and heard this from many, many, many doctors. So vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, your body will reject whatever it cannot handle. Minerals such as iron. Give me another mineral, Shane.
Iron, calcium.
Thank you. Your body can only handle so much input of them. Okay. So that you need to speak to a doctor about. But vitamins, you can take as many as you want, as often as you want, and you will end up.
Okay. Sam, this is why I love having a nurse just popping in with different factoids. Water soluble vitamins will flush out.
Okay, you're right.
Let's make sure that everybody is very crystal clear. Fat soluble vitamins are trickier. So we learn something every single day, and it's nice to have an active nurse that's on the ball.
Right.
So, yeah, where's my mouse? There it is.
That is 100% correct. Sam is 100% correct on that. I should have clarified, and I'm sorry I didn't. But yeah, absolutely.
No, we want to be accurate, and I think everybody knows that we want to be accurate. We don't want to be telling falsehoods.
Right.
But it's nice to have a forum where we can communicate back and forth, especially with the way this is set up. We can we could feed off of each other and feed off of the audience and actually input some of the audience's feedbacks in a lot easier.
Okay, my MD said take those only one. I'm not sure what that means. One per day.
So my sister takes vitamins and works as a healthcare caretaker, and she took the jab, and now when she takes her vitamins, she gets large bumps all over her body. I really don't know what that could be. I mean, it sounds like an allergic reaction, but there are other people more qualified than me to answer. So if you guys do have questions for Sam coming on Friday night, if you guys have questions, send them to me, and we'll ask them live on the air. So.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump back off on this. I'll go back to my computer here in a couple of minutes, and I'll rejoin you guys.
Okay.
I'm bouncing all over the place tonight, but I wanted to get on and make sure that I told everybody that as it. And yes, it is the water soluble ones. So everybody understands. We're not suggesting taking a certain amount. Okay.
Yeah.
What we are informing you of is if you take the one pill of vitamin C, let's say, right, and it's water soluble and your body only needs half a pill, the rest of it will work its way out of your body through natural systems without getting gross.
Yeah. All dogs eat. Oh, yeah, the acronym. Okay, vitamin A, D, E, and K are fat soluble. You can overdose on them. Good information to know. So.
Urination. How about that? Is that a little bit better of a term?
What's that?
Sam said peeing. You could say it. I go, how about urination? I think that's a little bit better. All right, I'm going to drop, and I will be back as fast as I can. So I will be back soon. But I'm listening.
Have fun. Yeah, guys, there are people that are more qualified than me to know different things, and I don't know everything. I am just a simple guy, and we try to make sure that we deliver as accurately as possible. And if there's speculations and stuff in fields that I'm not 100% confident on, we start asking questions. So fruits and vegetables, yeah, those are good. So yeah, and because I am not a doctor, I can't. I'm not going to recommend something at all. So that's a good idea. So when you start your garden, Jason, are you going to take us for a tour? Because if you are, I'm down. I'm definitely down for that. There's Queenie. There's an answer. If you want, pass it along to your sister, and hopefully things clear up. So, um, it would take 5 years to learn as much on CNN. Well, I'm glad you're learning something. So, I even if there was replicators, I would say just grow your own garden. and love gardening, guys, you know what? We will have a great show on Friday for sure. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting to see if Jason pops in. Otherwise, we're gonna do we're gonna call a lid on it. Oh, there he is. I'll let him pop in here, and if he has, you guys probably have some questions about airplanes and other going ons.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull those up and we'll do a quick walkthrough on that. But if you guys want, I've got a 40 by 30 garden that I run, and we do our own canning of tomatoes, and we grow them. Obviously, do our own pickles and jellies and things like that. We can do like a whole tutorial thing if you guys want. I mean, if it's something that somebody's interested in, let me know.
We have to put this legal disclaimer in there for Sam because we want to make sure you're taken care of and you're covered. It is your official professional advice is to consult your physician, and we want to make sure that everybody that is hearing this knows that, in our opinion, everything that's stated is our opinion. Definitely consult your doctors prior to changing anything that you're doing now. If you're, especially if you're looking at different medications that you're on, you definitely want to consult your doctor. So,
always consult your doctor on anything. And I need to find. They did have a doctor interview here locally, and that's where I got my list of vitamins and whatnot from. So let me see if I still have it recorded. Forgive me, I'm trying to pull up the plans for tonight, so give me a second here. Anyway, if you guys are interested, like I said, I'll run through it and I'll let you guys know what I use, how I use, and what I do.
Jason, you know what we'll probably end up doing is do like a 6-part on it.
That's fine.
And we'll just record that, and then we'll actually put it up on the website.
All right, we can do that.
So
that makes it easier because then I can just set it up and record it and do all that fun stuff.
Stephanie, it's a lot easier to do that.
Just the statement from Stephanie, I'm scared, and RWN, I did see your comment. I'll get back to you in 1 second. You think you're going to give yourself botulism? It's actually, so long as you sanitize the cans themselves before you can, it's such a simple process, especially if you're using, so like we do tomato sauce, right? We cook the tomato sauce down and then grind it all up, just like old style, okay? But we then boil that, and that seals it all up and everything else. So we can run through that. That makes it's a pretty simple process. I think I can start with seeds because I'm like this weekend planning on starting the seeds for it. So yes, RWN, I saw that comment. So there was a bill that was passed, and Shane has the bill number, in 2018, part of another bill. So this is, guys, how do I want to go about this? First and foremost, be careful with the bills that are going through, because a lot of people will sneak things into the bills. So, pardon me, I'm sorry, guys. They'll sneak things into the bills to get things done the way that they want, just like Schumer and Pelosi did on this last American Rescue Plan. They got some stuff in for their own specific states that was included in that. So anyway, Trump got in as part of a bill, a bigger bill, the fact that an outgoing president will retain control of the military. And I'm closing my eyes because I'm thinking about exactly what I'm saying here. Sorry. Trump, the outgoing president, will retain control of the military and the checkbook for 60 days post inauguration. Okay. We are on day 55 right now. So there's 5 days left of Trump still managing the military. If there's another question to that, by all means, let me know. I can answer it accordingly. But I wanted to make sure I did not forget your comment in that.
Warning, too many attorneys in society may cause harm to the economy and a loss of common sense.
Yes, absolutely agree with that.
I absolutely love that comment, Dave. We like to make sure that we take care of the legalities because we don't want people getting in trouble. So if we can keep and we can help try to keep them from getting in trouble, we want to do that. So
planes today. So Harris took off on one of the legitimate Air Force Two planes, the 742s. All right. Landed in LA. And I'm trying to word this correctly so nobody kills me for misquoting it. The White House communication group, whatever, said that she was not taking Air Force Two 742 plane from LA to Denver today, that they had to ground it for some sort of maintenance. It does not make sense at all. They never let a plane up like that whenever it's close to needing maintenance. They'll burn up the hours, putting somebody else in the air, making a small trip, whatever it happens to be. They will never, ever, ever let someone in that authority level up on a plane that is close to needing regular maintenance. My gut feeling is there was something that went wrong with the plane, either during the flight or landing. And for safety's sake, they put her on a Gulfstream 5. She went from LA to Denver and is literally right now just 150 feet above ground right now in Joint Base Andrews, about to land. And that is in a Gulfstream 5. That was chased by a C-17, which included the media and the military and the Secret Service that's required for the VP. Now, the president himself did get on a plane. There was supposedly Marine One that landed on the South Yard today. South Lawn, excuse me, not yard, South Lawn today, that picked up Biden and took him over to Andrews. I was watching from about 1 o'clock until, now this is Central, until almost 2:30. Not once did I see a Marine helicopter come on that property at all. Legitimately at all. I'm telling you, I had, guys, I don't know if you've seen it or not. I have multiple monitors. I've got multiple computers. I literally did not keep my eyes off of it for that specific reason. I wanted to see if I saw that helicopter land on South Lawn. On the live cameras that we're able to see on YouTube, Earth Cam, all that wasn't there. Was never there. Did, however, see what is considered Air Force One plane, which is a
747.
Thank you. Take off and go to Baltimore somewhere. I stopped watching it. And that was call sign _82 hyphen 8000, which is the presidential one that they normally run whenever there's no president in the plane. Okay, so you guys heard me correctly. That is the call sign that they run for that plane when there's no president on the plane. When there's a president on the plane, it's AF1. So I'm not trying to stir the pot on the conspiracy theories, but unfortunately, that's kind of what's going on. Her lick and stick VP decal fell off and got so there was a rumor that
it's not a rumor. I seen a video, and I don't know where I seen it, but you actually the news caught it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, like one of the reporters was filming as the plane was going away, and the sticker fell. It was a windy day. Sticker blew off the door into the engine.
Wow.
I mean, if you're going to be if you're going to have confidence in your plane, make sure the lick and stick sticker doesn't end up in your engine.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam, I know the pot absolutely stirs itself at this point, but I don't want to be the one to, stick that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I do that with a friend of mine and his wife. I stir the pot between the two of them. And then all of a sudden he'll turn around and do the same thing to me. And I'm like,
I think the best pot stirring that somebody can ever pull, and trust me, don't do it at home. Don't do this at home. So a buddy of mine and his wife came over, and my wife turns and looks at his wife and says, "Why has my husband been coming over when your husband's at work?"
wow.
Or her husband works from home. And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Wow.
And yeah, it just kept going back and forth. And those two are cousins, so they really like to build each other, and they really like to go at it. And by the end of the night, my wife had his wife convinced that I was coming over to visit her, and I had never been over there. So
wow.
the crap gets stirred both ways, and it's really hilarious, but it can be very detrimental to a marriage.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that can. Let me share something real quick because I know a lot of people are watching Monkey Works on here, and I'm telling you guys, the dude is aces across the board. He is a phenomenal guy. Obviously, you guys know what Florida looks like. This is a P8. Let me zoom in here. Took off from somewhere right in here. Okay. That's Mar-a-Lago. This bridge right here is what comes over and gets you into Mar-a-Lago. Okay. This is the track that he's been running right here. Don't know why. Not stirring another pot. But this is the track that he's been running right here. And it's like basically right over Mar-a-Lago.
Jason, you see that yellow line that jets to the west? It's north of Palm Beach. You have nope, keep going north.
Well, here's West Palm Beach.
Yep, keep going north. I said it's north of Palm Beach. Keep going. Right there. There's an airport right there. Scroll in. Go over. You see what yellow? You see the yellow line I'm talking about? Scroll out.
Here?
Scroll out. 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 Sorry, I'm trying to.
I'm trying to do this slow because I know there's a delay.
Yeah, keep going. I'll let you know when to stop. You should start seeing it in your upper left-hand corner.
Here?
Go out a couple more times, and I think you should start seeing it. Unless it completely disappeared.
Well, I'm not tracking that P8 anymore. Hang on. Let me get him back on here.
Oh. Yeah.
There we go.
There, see that yellow line right there?
This is orange.
And then it goes east to west.
Right here?
Yep. That's where does that end? There's a
North Palm Beach. He's already 3,850 feet off the ground here.
okay.
He took off from down here. Because look, he's 1,850 feet here.
Yeah, I just seen that. I was like, I didn't see any lines going up to it. So
Right. So guys, I wanted to call this out because this is something strange that's happening right now. Normally these P8s that Monkey Works refers to normally only drops down to about here in this area. But this P8 is actually all the way down and coming over West Palm, which is right here. So I found that one kind of interesting. Any other things from planes today? You guys see a bunch of stuff up here in Seattle. I was talking about that. I'm thinking a lot of this has to do with Antifa and everything that's going on right now. We still have our borders being watched right here. You guys, if you guys check into this at all, you'll see a lot of action right here along the border, and then a lot of action right in here along the border, just to keep tabs on our borders themselves. Let me check one other thing. Our K-35Rs are kind of low for tonight. It's not a huge major thing. P8 is a spy plane. It's also a submarine hunter. It's also a submarine communicator. That's basically the highlights of it. So this is our C-17 that came in chasing what's her face? You know, that one. That one. 2 F-16s over towards Germany around 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. Not surprised in the least bit. There is, hold on. Let me pull up. There's probably not going to be a lot right now.
Oh, if anybody's deciding to fly to China, China's urging foreigners to get inoculated with the Chinese-made vaccines. You know, the ones that have killed people already, less than 48 hours after rollout.
Okay, I saw that video from Richard Citizen. My guess, a lot of it is securing airspace for Biden lifting off, but without being able to see it, I don't know. Sam. So let's talk about that real quick. If you want to throw that up on the screen, I'm gonna attack that very quickly and shut it down. Yes. Excuse me. So that whole thing at that point in time on that other channel, they were saying it was up in here and that the Chinese military were doing drills in this general vicinity. There was also some rumors of tanks coming in here and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, in reality, Canada gave permission for China to use a small troop in this vicinity in here to do some cold weather training. Okay. And whenever I say a small troop, it was probably less than 1,000 soldiers. They were doing some mountainous training, cold weather training, things like that. That was it. Legitimately, that was it. The rumor was because there was a video of them marching in through hills and whatnot and this, that, and the other, that they were trying to come across somewhere in here in this area and penetrate to the United States. And there was some crazy number of like 200,000 troops. I can tell you factually, none of that was true. So I'm going to go back to a statement that I said before, and that is there are partial truths in every lie. Yes.
So your battle in the sense that it was closer than China. Absolutely.
Correct. And yes, there were Chinese soldiers in Canada. The quantities and the reasoning are nowhere near true. So, you got to be really careful with how you hear things and perceive things and figuring out what honest answers are. So, Minneapolis, they've got some helicopters up for Floyd's trials and whatnot. Right now, there's 3 of them up, but we all know why. No major bombers or anything, nothing going on in the Middle East right now as far as what's actually on radar. So we're pretty quiet. Go to the TFRs. Let me refresh the screen. Let me refresh this screen a little bit. Tampa has a hazards. If you look at what this hazards is, it's some fires along with down here in the Everglades. There's some fires going on down there. Oregon. There's a new one. I haven't looked at it yet. And then the space operations at Brownsville. So nothing super major. I do check the White House. I leave this up at all times. Flags up. Our Marine is right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but our Marine is right here. No movement or anything along our drives. So we're good there. Down detector, I keep this open and I refresh this quite a bit just to see what's going on. We're in the middle of a refresh right now. And DoorDash. All right, so some people aren't getting their food.
And Amazon. There's
Oh yeah. Some people aren't able to order their packages.
And some gaming platforms. But
yeah, but that doesn't bother me.
Yeah. It don't really bother me. But guys, we do appreciate each and every single one of you guys, each and every single night showing up in the morning. It's always appreciated. If you guys do like what we're doing and you want to go check out the store that we have, and yeah, I always tell people if you want to buy stuff, go check out the store. If you want to donate, there's a button. but I'm not going to push it. Everything that we do has been free for you guys so far, and it will remain free as long as I'm in control of this. So,
real quick, I got a couple of questions. I don't want to ignore people. Peaches, 6 planes over near Germany. I don't see them right now. I'm looking. I don't see a whole lot up right now in Germany at all. There's actually only 2 planes I'm seeing right now. What were they there for, Joe Glenn? I'm assuming you're talking about the Chinese troops. They were doing some cold weather training in Canada. Sam, that Satan's thing, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I saw a couple of the articles today on that. Absolutely agree with some of them in some of the pieces in it. Okay, I think I'm caught up, guys. If I missed any of your questions, you are more than welcome. Shane got my email up. I am working. You guys can email me. You can catch me on Signal. You can catch me out here.
You got the email with your password and everything?
Yes.
Good. I forgot to ask you about that. I still have to get my email password and all that stuff. So,
and I am very simply Jason at patriotnewsnetwork.us. Almost said com. Yes, I did see the red tinge. There was, I don't know if it's still the same now. Yeah, it is. There's a definite red tinge off the White House camera, and it is kind of creepy. Lori, are the Georgia ballots going to be unsealed?
I'm not gonna read the judge's mind, but the judge is indicating that there's a good possibility that he will.
What he said.
What they said.
How come it doesn't look like? There we go. What he said.
Yeah. I like her heady American Infidel.
Yeah, my wife got me this from Grunt Style for Christmas or something.
That's good. But guys, I have to run. I have to get over to the store real quick before they close. As always, we appreciate you guys each and every single day showing up. We appreciate all you guys talking to other people and sharing the message and sharing the videos and so on and so forth. There is a reason we say at the end of each and every single night, you guys have a pen and a microphone. Use them. The silent majority can no longer stay silent. God bless you guys. God bless the United States of America. You have a wonderful night. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Sleep tight.